Hey, it's our Bible number time today. Each week at Sunny Hills, we enjoy highlighting a number out of the Bible. Some numbers are super special, like the number three or the number seven. Today, we're highlighting two numbers, and it's kind of peculiar why we're doing that. Let me explain. So, the number 70 and the number 72. The number 72 really only occurs a couple times. The number 70 is more popular in the Bible. And I think it's because it's kind of a multiple of the number seven, which is the number of perfection. The number three indicates spiritual perfection. The number four, the world's perfection. So you add those up, it's the number seven. Multiply it by 10, you get 70. There's a couple big times in the Bible where the number 70 is used. And it's in Daniel chapter 9. There's a prophecy there featuring 70 weeks. And boy, is it thorny to understand the 70-week prophecy in Daniel. Bible scholars have just had a hard time figuring that out. It's one of kind of the mysterious passages in the Bible. Moses had 70 advisors that helped him as this new nation of Israel was forming. The Hebrews had escaped across the Red Sea, and Moses was in charge, but there were a million people and he needed help. So he appointed 70 advisors to help him. And then in Luke chapter 10, verses 1 through 20, I really like this passage. And this is where the 70 and 72 come into play, because in some Bible translations, the Bible says that Jesus sent out 70 disciples, two by two, kind of as his frontline workers to prepare the way for Jesus to enter a series of villages. They were to go and to stop at someone's home and heal the sick and do that kind of stuff to kind of share the good news about Jesus as they went. But in some Bible translations, it's the number 72. And the reason for that is when Bible scholars like translate the New Testament out of Greek into like English or Spanish or Swahili, whatever the language is, they use a bunch of very old documents, that these old copies of the New Testament, to try to figure out what it says in our modern languages. And some of those old documents have the number 70 and some the number 72. Does it matter? No. In fact, 72 is a multiple of 12, and 12 is another important Bible number. And there are other places where the number 72 comes into play. But what I wanted for you to hear this morning was that even in the days of Jesus, there were these, we call them now frontline workers, the people at Food Lion, or the nurses, teachers, people who are serving in nursing homes. We have these people who don't stay at home. They're the essential workers, and without them, people couldn't make it. And Jesus appointed these 70 or so people to go out and to be out there and to be at risk. He said that he was sending them as lambs to the wolves. So I just thought it was interesting. Here we are praying today. It's Memorial Day. We're thinking of people who have given their life in service of others. And even now we have people, doctors, nurses, warehouse workers, truck drivers, all kind of people who are out there facing pretty hard times. And they're doing it, many of them just out of service and love. And we thank them for that. So there you have the number 70 or the number 72 this morning. Thank you for checking out our Bible number.